Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. As the United States increases military activity in Iran, local agencies have responded with increased security. The U.S. military began a bombing campaign in Iran on Saturday morning. That same day, the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms issued an advisory that they were tightening security on the base. In a social media post, they said that they are increasing security posture and temporarily suspending their Trusted Traveler program. They say that all individuals without military identification will be required to get a visitor pass at the main gate. Accepted identification currently includes a Common Access Card, Dependent ID, Military Retired ID, or DBIDS credential. Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center officials say this increase in security will cause delays at the gates and visitor center. They ask that visitors prepare for delays. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department issued a statement on Saturday saying that they are not aware of any threats in San Bernardino County. The Sheriff's Department said that they are taking proactive steps to secure the county and increasing patrols around places of worship and cultural centers. The department said they are working with federal, state, and local partners and asked the public to report suspicious behavior to law enforcement. The Yucca Valley Town Council meets in regular session tomorrow afternoon. The council is expected to make appointments to the Revenue Oversight Commission. They will also likely approve sponsoring the 2026 Wolf Walk. They will receive an update on the Senior Center Rehabilitation Project, including the potential approval of a new name for the facility currently proposed to be Desert Willow Pavilion, a center for active seniors. The Yucca Valley Town Council meets on Tuesday at 5 p.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center. You can find a link to their full agenda and ways to attend online at this story at Z107.7fm.com. The 29 Palms Planning Commission will take another look at the E-Group solar project being proposed for 241 acres within city limits. Annalise Kuiper has a look at tomorrow's agenda.
At the previous Planning Commission meeting, they considered sending the E-Group solar project to the City Council for approval. The commissioners decided they were not given enough time to study the 380-plus pages in the agenda packet, and the meeting was continued until March 3, 2026. For this meeting, Planning Department staff is recommending that the Planning Commissioners transfer their decision-making authority over to the 29 Palms City Council in this matter. Once again, public comments will be heard. Lastly, selection of the Planning Commission Chair and Vice Chair will take place. The meeting begins at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, March 3, and will be held at City Hall, 6136 Adobe Road in 29 Palms. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Annalise Kuiper.
Lanes will continue to be closed on Yucca Mesa Road and Buena Vista Drive intermittently through the end of March. The closures are related to a road improvement project undertaken by the town of Yucca Valley and will involve repaving asphalt and adding curbs, gutters, and striping. Lane closures are expected to continue while work happens at the intersection weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. through March 31st. Expect flagging operations to direct traffic. The intersection will be totally closed to semi-trucks and oversized loads. For more information about this project, you can use a link at this story at Z107.7fm.com. Applications are now open for the City of 29 Palms Contributions to Nonprofits grants. The annual funding opportunity supports eligible nonprofit organizations providing programs and services that benefit 29 Palms residents. Nonprofit organizations that are operating out of or impacting 29 Palms are encouraged to apply for grant funding. The application process opens today. The deadline to apply is April 3rd. You can find a link to apply in this story at Z107.7fm.com or call Scott Clinkscales at 760-367-7562, extension 1025. Magic is in the air as Theater 29 brings to life a modern take on the classic Broadway showstopper Cinderella. Weekends beginning March 27th. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas tells us that impossible things are happening every day with the Rodgers and Hammerstein masterpiece.
The Broadway musical Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella is a timeless fairy tale featuring music by Richard Rodgers, an original book and lyrics by Oscar Hammerstein II, with a new book by Douglas Carter Beane. This titular family blockbuster musical runs March 27th through April 12th at Theater 29 in 29 Palms. Tickets are available online at theater29.org. The gala grand opening is sponsored by the Rotary Club of 29 Palms on Friday, March 27th at 7 p.m. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella features Desert Star Award winner Kat Christine as Ella, Cameron Ruggiero as Prince Topher, Tiffany Crocker as the treacherous Madame, flanked by her quirky daughters Samantha Stevens and Brittany Vachon LaGuardia. Cindy Dagneau is the magical Marie, Joe Brigo is Pinkleton, Richard Cepeda is Sebastian, and Jack McLeod is Jean-Michel. Helmed by director and set designer Gary Dagneau, with musical director Bill Barrett and choreographer Karen Gladys. The cast also features Addison Scott, Angela Roberts, Charlie Shea, Daviana Thrasher, Francesco Kanopka, Isla Kieran, Kelly O'Cazell, Katie Scott, Lily Star-Proscio, Marina McClay, Nirvana Roberts, Rory Compton, and Natalie Arias. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella at Theater 29 is supported by a generous grant from Visit 29. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the 29 Palms High School Wildcats varsity baseball team defeated Cathedral City High School on Friday with a final score of 23-4. Thanks in part to 17 runs in the sixth inning. Pitcher Ian McClay was named the player of the game for the Wildcats. He gave up 0 hits and 4 runs over 5 innings, striking out 8 and walking 2. Mauricio Montada, Raul Guinez, and Ransom Wallace each collected 2 hits. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmetz.